and it recognizes Indianapolis' top ghostly entertainer, Bob Carter, a.k.a. Sammy Terry. Where is Mr. Bradford?
Right here, Mr. President. Bradford. Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know what's more scary, the city buying the water company or Special Resolution 580, but let me go ahead and bring up Mr. Carter and his wife, Phyllis. First of all, I want to tell you this is unbelievable honor I have today to have one of the most important guys I consider as a kid growing up, and probably everybody shaking their head, and all those Eagle Scouts back there that may not have had a chance to see him like I did during the 60s and 70s and 80s, and today, 50 years later. But I just want to tell you that this man has made, I just love this guy, and all I did was notice that in the newspaper that he had retired from his store on Shadeland Avenue for the last 29 years with the school and with children in the band, and I just thought it was important, especially on the eve of Halloween, that we bring and recognize the city is one of the finest people I could ever think of, and that's Bob Carter, and everything not only he has done with kids like us growing up, and more importantly the kids that he actually worked with all these years, for 29 years through your store and through the music and everything. So this special resolution is something I just think is about time, and I also would like to have Max Mosier came in, because what he has put into this is something that's kind of fun, but more importantly tells a lot about Mr. Bob Carter. So we'll have Max come on down if he's still here. He's a little shy in doing that. Anyways, this is City County Special Resolution 75. Special resolution recognizing Indianapolis top ghostly entertainer Bob Carter, a.k.a. Sammy Terry. Whereas every Friday night for nearly 30 years during the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, a local television personality on WTT4, Channel 4 by the name of Bob Carter would change his name to Sammy Terry, be costumed and ready to raise a coffin lid, crack some puns, deliver his very distinctive laugh, and introduce that night's B-grade horror movie. And whereas as a young man growing up in Decatur, Illinois, Carter was very interested in music until a broken wrist ended his snare drum career with a local band. And whereas after degrees in Millikan and Syracuse universities, he served as a TV weatherman in Peoria, then later at Fort Wayne, Indiana, TV station, while doing a live commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken, someone forgot the napkins, and he graphically introduced the advertising world to the finger-licking good slogan for Colonel Sanders. And whereas the Indianapolis Bob Carter not only scared and entertained two generations of kids with his Sammy Terry gig, but also owned a music store on Shadeland Avenue for 29 years, is an active church member, a grandfather, and in retirement still continues to don his makeup and costume to do Sammy Terry appearances now and therefore be resolved by the City County Council of the City of Indianapolis and of Marion County, Indiana. Section 1, the Indianapolis City County Council recognizes Bob Carter, who disguises as a friendly ghoul. Sammy Terry reigns as the city's leading ghostly entertainer. Section 2, Indianapolis is enriched because it's home of so many professional, caring, and involved citizens like Bob Carter. The mayor is invited to this resolution by affixing his signature here too, and he has done, and I move for its adoption.
Been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Carried.
Mr. President, I give you Mr. Bob Carter, Sammy Terry, and his wife Phyllis to give any type of comments he would. The floor is his.
Well, I thank you very much. You know, it was about, I'm not going to say how many years ago, that Sarkis Tarzian decided to transfer me from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis. And I never realized that that drive down what is now I-69, what was it, 37 or 67 or something like that. Anyway, I never realized that I was going to end up here. And I'm very honored. I feel extremely blessed. You never know what God has planned for you. And certainly, I never realized that when this whole thing started, actually Sammy Terry was born in less than 10 days and was not pre-planned. He was one of those accidental births. And he has had a terrific experience and run, and the pleasure has truly been all mine. To receive the love and the happiness, the smiles, the laughs that you and everyone in most of the state of Indiana have given to me over the past nearly 40 years. It's been a real pleasure, and this is just sort of the icing on the cake. And I thank you very much.
Well, I just want to say that being the wife of this spooky guy has just been wonderful for almost 50 years. We've had lots of fun, lots of experiences, and met lots of people. And today we still go places, and they come up and say, "We hate to bother you, but aren't you?" And I'll say, "Yeah, that's him." And well, you think he'd give me? I said, "Yeah, he will. He'll give you his." So we just enjoy every day that we have, and we thank you. And this is just a real honor for him and for me, and it's just a joy to be here with you tonight. And thank you so much.
Mr. President, Mr. President, up here. I was just wondering, although I am significantly younger than Councilor Bradford, I do recall watching Sammy Terry, and I would just think in fitting if we could hear that laugh, if you could wish us a Halloween in your laugh one more time.
And may I wish you all many pleasant nightmares.
Well, I think it's back to TV.
Mr. President, I would